All right, hello, welcome traders. Hey, I want to take a few minutes tonight and give you a little bit of an overview on what I feel trading is and what some of the key principles are to being a good trader. So we're going to jump through this. This is a full course that we have at our incomenavigator.com subscription service that we offer that I'm sure you're aware of anyway. But I want to give you an abbreviated version of it today because I really think this is important and I don't think it gets talked about enough. Everybody wants trades and trade ideas and stuff like that. And that's all well and good. But I think none of that matters if you really don't understand this concept very well. So let me get into it and I'm going to share here with you. And hopefully you're going to get some really good value out of this. Let me know your comments afterwards there. And if you want to join us, you're certainly welcome to do so. But first off, let's just get started and talk about what I think is really important here. And I think this phrase sums up everything for me. Trading success is not about finding the perfect strategy. Again, you could be on, YouTube and you could be on X and you can take all these people's little ideas and stuff that they throw out there, and that's all great, but you can't copy other people. Okay, you got to come up with what works for you. So it's not about the perfect strategy and jumping from shiny object to shiny object to who's winning today, I'm going to join him. Who's winning today, I'm going to join him. No, who's just consistently out there giving you quality advice and things like that that are working. So here's what's important to me. It's having the discipline to consistently place quality trades on quality assets, sizing them appropriately, and repeating the process long enough for the probabilities and compounding to work out in your favor. Yeah, I know it's a mouthful. There's a lot there, but let's break down each of the different pieces of this as we go, and hopefully this will really crystallize for you. So number one, it's the discipline. Understanding the discipline, and that discipline is really the foundation that everything is built on here. So we want to make sure, okay, that we have this built before all the other pillars that we get into. You can have the best strategy, the best indicators, the best market analysis, but none of it matters if you don't have the discipline to follow your plan consistently. Because most trading losses, they're not caused by bad strategies. They're caused by traders abandoning their rules when emotion takes over. Most strategies will work over time if you follow the rules. Okay, so understanding that discipline means doing what your trading plan requires, even when it's uncomfortable for you. Okay, so that's the first key here. The next key here is consistency. Next part of that sentence that I read is consistency, where many traders are going to abandon a strategy after a few losses. Okay, or they can consistently jump from one system to another, searching for the holy grail. Well, every strategy is going to experience losing trades. There's no perfect strategy. If there was, we'd all be doing it. Okay. Every strategy experiences drawdowns. Successful traders, understand this, and they understand that consistency is what allows your edge to play out over hundreds of trades over time. Okay. So being consistent and sticking to a strategy and learning that strategy. Stop jumping around out there. Okay, yeah, there's not 100 guys giving you ideas. Okay, and you know what? Probably half of them have good ideas. Okay, and probably half of those people are doing the same basic concept trades. Okay, so there's not like a million trade ideas that are brewing out there, even though there are a million trades out there. It's finding those couple trades that work well over time, that give you the best probabilities, and it's consistently putting those on over and over without switching gears. Okay. The next thing I mentioned in there was trade and asset quality. It's, not all trades are created equal. Okay. A good strategy that's applied to a poor quality asset can still produce poor results. I just said that there's maybe a good handful of trades I said that most people are doing. Okay, it's all great, but why are you losing and other people are winning? Why is the guy who's giving you the strategies winning and yet you're still losing trying to do the same strategy? Well, it's because you had a couple successful trades and now you think you can do it on anything out there. Hey, I was trading, this guy's trading SPY and QQQ. He's doing great. You know what? I'm going to try to do this on Micron and Broadcom and Palantir and all these other hot stocks and stuff out there, and now I'm losing. Why? Okay, because you may have picked a poor quality asset for that particular strategy. All right, so a lot of traders are going to take unnecessary risks by trading low quality or highly volatile stocks or speculative names or meme stocks, okay, or assets that just don't fit the strategy well. Okay. Understanding that you've got to have a good quality trade, number one, and number two, you've got to use good quality assets for that trade. Okay. You can't just pick anything out there and throw it into a strategy. It's just not going to work out over time. All right, the next piece here is position sizing. Super important, one of the most critical pieces, because even a great trade can become a bad trade if it's just too large. Improper sizing is one of the fastest ways to destroy your trading account. Professional traders will think about risk first. Okay, they understand that no single trade should damage the account. Key here is sizing these trades appropriately, and I usually use regime on mine, so I size not only appropriately for my trading account, okay, in case I lose, how much can I lose? X amount is the maximum I want to lose. Okay, but I do also adjust that. This is me for the regime that I'm in. If I'm in a bullish regime, do I want to be putting on a bearish trade and size it the same as a bullish trade? No. Okay, right now we're technically in a little bit of a bearish regime as the markets have been selling off for a week. Okay, doesn't mean that we're going to zero, okay, but we're in a bit of a bearish regime. So why are you putting on super bullish trades during that time? Okay, be patient, put on the right trade, and size them properly. You don't want one trade or one strategy to overwhelm everything else that you're doing. Okay, next one here, pillar five, repetition. It's part of that sentence. Probabilities only work when they're repeated. Okay? Just because something has a 90% chance of winning doesn't mean that it's going to win. Okay? It may lose. Okay? So there's a 10% chance that it loses. One out of 10, we lose. But if you only put on two trades and the first two lose and you stop and quit the strategy, okay, you didn't allow the wins to work over time. You didn't allow the probabilities to work. You didn't allow the expected results to work out over time. You've got to repeat those trades over and over, small sizing or appropriate sizing, I should say. I don't want to say trade small, trade often. This is the trade often part. Okay. You don't have to be small, but you have to be consistent. You can't put a trade on that's a $4,000 trade and then the next one's a $2,000 trade. If you lose on the $4,000 trade and you lose 2x, you lose 8 grand, and your next trade is only going to make you 500 because you did a 50% profit target on a $1,000 trade. You got to be consistent on here, but you got to be continually putting on the same trades over and over and over to allow those probabilities to work out, at least if you're a premium seller. All right. Next one here is time and compounding. Super important here that you understand the power of compounding. And small gains may seem insignificant in the short term. I know lots of people out there are telling me, you could have made more money if you just, held on to the stock over time. No, I couldn't have over time. Okay. If it was a month or two and the stock goes up 17% and I only make 6% because I'm making 1% a week, yes, you're going to outdo me. Okay. This is the tortoise and the hare concept. Okay. But if your stock goes up 17% and then down 5 and then up 4 and then down 6 and then up 10, okay, and over the course of a year, let's say your stock goes up 20, 30%, okay, and yes, would buy and hold have been great? Sure. But if I was making 1% a week and over a year, I make 52%, okay, who wins over time? So you got to let compounding play out because I'm also allowing for consistent income that compounds. Your account keeps getting bigger and bigger and compounds over time. Okay, small gains, okay, in the short term is what we want. I'm looking for singles. Maybe there'll be a double in there, but just consistent base hits. But over time, okay, these consistent returns reinvested, okay, are going to compound. And as Albert Einstein said, compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. You got to let it work for you. Okay. And let me just wrap this up. We'll go back to that original sentence that I mentioned as well. But you need to be consistent, put on quality trades in quality underlyings. You need to allow for proper sizing. You need to continually put these trades on, and you need to let time work for you so that your account grows and compounds over time. If any one of these components that I just talked about goes to zero in this formula, because there's a multiplication formula on how things work. If any of these things that you did goes to zero, okay, you didn't use proper sizing, you didn't pick a proper asset, you didn't consistently apply the trades, you didn't allow repetition to play out, and you certainly didn't allow compounding because you stopped and moved on to something else, or you quit trading for a while, or what have you. Any of those things goes to zero, okay, the entire result is going to suffer over time. Okay. I hope this was helpful. I hope you got something from this. If you want to see the full course and you want to understand a little bit more about what we do here in the Income Navigator service, I certainly invite you to come and join us and find out if this is something that may be right for you. You can go to incomenavigator.com and you can join us. And if you use the code KING, King, you get a peek into our Discord, into our world here. You get our live trading room. I mean, I spend hours several times a week in this room reviewing trades and charts and hundreds of charts a week. Okay. We're providing you real-time alerts. There's multiple traders here giving you alerts. All of our members are giving you their trades live. You get to have your trades evaluated. You've got 60 years of combined experience here working for you, a chat group and a great community of traders. I certainly invite you to come join us and see what it's all about. And if you find that this is for you, then fantastic. Okay. What do you got to lose? Okay. It's good likelihood that I'll give you a trade that's probably going to pay off in that first couple of weeks that will pay for 5, 6 months of membership. What do you have to lose? Increase your education. Come join us. We'll see you later. I hope you got something out of this. Let me know if you like this video. Click the like button down below, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.